Hello and welcome to God's Minute. I'm Pastor Jonathan Conrad. I'm the senior pastor at St. Paul's Lutheran Church in Wilmington, North Carolina. Today we continue our look at Paul's letter to the Galatians, and this time we are paying attention to chapter 3, where Paul explains why the law existed and how faith overtakes the law. So let's get to it. Now, before faith came, we were imprisoned and guarded under the law until faith would be revealed. Therefore, the law was our disciplinarian until Christ came, so that we might be justified by faith. But now that faith has come, we are no longer subject to a disciplinarian, for in Christ Jesus you are all children of God through faith. As many of you as were baptized into Christ have clothed yourselves with Christ. There is no longer Jew or Greek. There is no longer slave or free. There is no longer male and female, for all of you are one in Christ Jesus. And if you belong to Christ, then you are Abraham's offspring, heirs according to the promise. So why the law in the first place? Paul answers that the purpose of the law was to hold the crimes of sin in check. So the law was a guardian, a custodian set in place until the coming of Christ. And now that Christ has come, Paul insists that the Galatians and us reading this letter today are justified. Another word for justified, and one that probably means more to us in our time, is accepted. We are accepted by faith in Christ rather than keeping the requirements of the law. We are no longer held down by our crimes of sin. We have been deemed, we have been judged free of all charges. In God's eyes, we are no longer called criminals. We are no longer called sinners. We are called children, God's children. We are now part of God's family. We are part of the same family that includes Abraham and Moses and David and all the people we hear of in the Hebrew scriptures. And we are the same family that includes Peter and Paul, James and John and all the apostles. And we are part of the same family as our neighbors, the ones who agree with us, the ones who don't agree with us. We are all the same family. The ones who look like us, the ones who don't look like us, the ones who believe like us, to ones who believe differently. We are all the same family. We are all God's children. And that is what Paul is saying. What was first under the law is now under God's family rules. And that family rule is this: we love one another and serve one another as Jesus first did for us. So today, I want to say hello, brother and sister. Welcome to the family, God's family. I hope to see you at the family dinner soon. You take good care of yourselves. That will do it for me today, and I will see you tomorrow for another edition of God's Minute. Take care. God bless.